Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So LSU's offense takes the field. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quickly complete. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it up with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Breaks the tackle. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. It's complete to the left. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And that pass picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacy. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The short hands, it's Williams. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Offense will take that 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense.
brings up second and goal.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Third and goal from way back there. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 10 over Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Right back to the well. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bernard. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. From the gun to give, looking for room. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now the play fake. Keeps the play going. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Haynes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 2nd down coming up. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking for an open area to his left. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Got it in the middle. It's Long. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 10, Alabama 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Got it in the middle. It's Prentice. Tackled immediately after the catch. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Fires left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Milroe. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jess. Going deep. Reels it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Right on target this time. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him. You know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Jeudy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads it left. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Back to throw, it's Milroe. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Young. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Shakes off the defender. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's got his man across the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Running back searching for a hole. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Pushes toward the goal line. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 31 over Florida. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for space. It's Durham. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They're trying to get to it. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Young. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Using his feet. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quick pass on the fly motion. Bulldozes him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Makes a connection. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
the field.
For the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line getting set on second down. To the air. It's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. The play action fake. Snagged on the outside, it's Ball. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Power football with the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Unloads quickly. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. First down and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly on the move. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. The give as they work on that clock. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Timeout, LSU.
Going up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? After the misfire, now on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.